Hello and welcome to another deck idea brought to you by Double Sleeve. Today we continue going through the leaders for BT21. We are up to Garlic Jr. Join us in the comment section below and let us know what you think about the deck build. If there's anything that we've missed, anything that you think we should add, or if you think this is how you would build the deck. So we can build this deck to be the best it possibly can as a community. Let's take a dive into this one here. If you are enjoying the content too, please subscribe to the channel. We have plenty of content for Dragon Ball, Battle Spirits, and One Piece, the main games that we're covering. And also like the video because it shows a lot of support and we do appreciate it. Getting into the leader here, we have Garlic Jr., who has the active main on the leader front. Switch his card to rest mode and play up to one Ginger, Sanso, or Nikki with an energy cost of 1 from your deck, and then shuffle your deck. We'll get through those soon. And it is another Wish leader. Wish is back. So we do have a few Desire cards. And when there are 7 Dragon Ball cards in your drop area, add up to 1 Garlic Jr.'s Ambition from your deck to your hand and shuffle your deck. That is the extra card that we'll get to soon. Really important piece of this deck, so you need to have it if you really want this deck to work. It's a 60 card deck that we've actually built here. It's really tight. Having the 7 Dragon Balls in there, obviously by the time they come through, it drops your deck size, so it's not too bad, but it definitely makes it a little bit tighter. Active main on the leader back is once per turn, choose 1, play 1 red, Ginger, Sanso, or Nikki card with energy cost of 4 from your deck with its skills negated for the turn, and then shuffle your deck. And then the second one is activate the active main skill of up to 1 red or black Desire from your hand with an energy cost less or equal to your current energy. So pretty standard for a Wish leader. It has an active battle for 1 red energy if your life is 2 or less and you remove 7 Dragon Balls from your drop area from the game. You don't take damage for the turn, and then flip this card over at the end of the turn. So really important, you do want to make sure you are holding out at that 2 life, keep your energy up. Just be mindful against yellow that can tap your energy down. Then obviously you gain an extra turn, so it's a sort of built-in floodgate that really shuts your opponent down completely. Also be mindful where your life is at when they're swinging for double, triple strikes, all those sort of skills, because it's going to be very important to make sure you stay alive for that extra turn. First card is you've got 7 Dragon Balls. Just gone for 7 of the standard Dragon Balls, which is the pitch from hand and draw a card. So it cycles through your deck. I'm going for a 3-3-3 split of all the 1-drops. So we'll go through those in order. All have very similar skills. Auto, when your leader card is Red Garlic Jr., in this case, please choose 1. So it's the same in all of them. Add up to 1 Red Ginger with an energy cost of 4 from your deck to your hand and then shuffle your deck. So it searches up the next card in the chain, which is the 4 cost. And then the next one is you may place 1 card from your hand at the bottom of your deck. If you do look at up to 2 Dragon Balls from look through your deck and life, add up to 2 Dragon Balls to your hand and then shuffle any areas you look through using this skill. These are crucial to getting that awaken as early as possible, or wish as early as possible. All these do the same. They all search out the 4 cost, search the Dragon Balls. That's why I've included 9. I haven't included, there's an old promo card that you can use to search Dragon Balls. Might be a good addition to this deck. Let us know in the comment section if you think that should go in instead of some of this. Into the 4 cost, I've gone for another 3-3-3 split. So permanent, if you have a Garlic Jr. with Indestructible in play, this card gets plus 5,000 and double strike. That Indestructible, and it's probably one of the biggest downfalls that I see of this deck, is you need to use the Wish sort of skill or Desire cards to gain that Indestructible. Instead of having a base Indestructible, really sort of put the brakes on this deck a little bit. So it gains plus 5k in double strike. Active main, you can play it for 1 red energy. If you have a Red Garlic Jr. in play this card from your hand. All very similar in some ways. So we have the Sanso is actually counterattack, negate the attack and play this card in rest mode. Has a permanent if you have a Red Garlic Jr. with an energy cost of 5 or more and Indestructible in play. You may activate this card's counter skill from your hand without paying its energy cost. So that's a free negate. And going into the Nikki, which is similar to the Ginger, If you have a Garlic Junior with Indestructible in play, this card gains plus 5k in critical, so 20k critical, and also plays for 1 red energy if you have a red Garlic Junior in play. Going into our Garlic Junior cards here, we have the 1 cost. When this card is played, add up to 1 Garlic Junior's Ambition from your deck to your hand and shuffle your deck, and for 1 red, play up to 1 red Ginger Sanso Nikki with an energy cost of 1 from your deck and shuffle your deck. Going into the 5 cost, I've gone for a 3-3 split with a 5 and 8 cost here. Auto, when this card is played from your hand, play up to 1 Demon Clan with an energy cost of 2 or 4 and 15,000 power or less, and skills negated for the game, then shuffle your deck. Really disappointing it's negated for the game. There are a couple of old Piccolo cards, or it might be Piccolo Junior cards, that can play off this and have Demon Clan, so might be worth looking through some of those and see if something's worth adding. Has the active main for 1 generic. If your leader card is Garlic Junior, you have 3 or more energy, and you place 1 card at the bottom of your deck, play this card from your hand and choose 1, draw 1 card, or add 1 Garlic Junior's Ambition from your drop to your hand, so it recycles that extra card that gives Indestructible. The 8 cost here is a dual attack permanent. If this card has Indestructible, your opponent's battle cards and unisons get minus 10,000 power, which is really handy. Auto, at the end of your opponent's turn, remove this card from the game. That's not as handy, but very sort of thematic to the dead zone. Active main for 2 red energy. If your leader is red and you have 4 or more energy, play this card from your hand, choose all battle cards other than this card, and they get minus 15,000 power for the turn. Note it says all battle cards, that includes in your battle area, so your cards will get hit with this as well. But the combined, if you do give it Indestructible, that's 25,000 power neg for the turn, which is really handy if you do need to remove a heavy board presence there. Going into our Desire cards here, we have Garlic Junior's Ambition. The card's been spoken about so much already. Permanent, this card gains Desire in all areas. Active main, if your leader card is red, draw 1 card. Choose up to 1 red Garlic Junior in your battle area, and that card gains Indestructible until the end of your opponent's turn. Additionally, if this skill was activated by one of your red Shenron skills, draw 1 card. I've got that Get That Monster. This is, if your leader card is red Shenron, choose 1. Add up to 1 Dragon Ball from your deck to your hand and shuffle your deck. So this is a free active battle to search out Dragon Ball, or the other one is add up to 1 red Desire card with energy cost of 1 or 2 from your deck to your hand and shuffle your deck. So if you do need a Desire card, this is the one that you can really search out. So this is a little bit of sort of spice, sort of goes well with the Garlic theme. This card gains Desire in all areas. We have Familiar Bonds. Active main, if your leader card is red, choose 1 red Saiyan card in your drop area with an energy cost of 3 and 15,000 power or less and play it. If you played a card, choose 2 Dragon Ball cards from your deck, add them to your hand and shuffle your deck. Not as interested in the Dragon Ball side of it, but it does link up well with Fearless Pan. So Fearless Pan is a blocker barrier, back from BT3. Auto, when this card is played, choose all of your other red leader cards and battle cards that gain plus 5,000 power and double strike for the turn. So if you do have a wide board presence, you can give your whole board plus 5k and double strike, and it plays with a Desire. So something, you know, it's not amazing. It's not always going to come off, but it's in there just for something to try and boost the power of this deck a little bit, because I find it's lacking just in that real oomph that red normally has. I've got 2 copies of Dragon Radar. Active main, choose 1. Look at up to 7 cards from the top of your deck. Choose a total of 2 Dragon Balls or Desire cards. Add them to your hand and shuffle your deck, which is a nice searcher for Dragon Balls. But the other part is you can pay 1 for this. Choose up to a total of 2 Dragon Balls or Desire cards from your drop area and add them to your hand. So you can recycle, if you need to, your Garlic's Junior Ambition. Get that back to your hand. Or you can grab 2 Dragon Balls back to your deck for 1 energy, pitch 2, and it's essentially a +1. So it's not too bad. A lot of Shenron decks used to play it to get that extra draw power and cycle through your deck. Now, for the secret rare here, I've picked the new one, Shenron. I just feel like it's too thematic to not. So we have Shenron, the Eternal Dragon, Ultimate Deflect, Permanent. Permanent should just say this card is cracked. It's such a good red secret rare. Permanent, this card can't attack, and for every card in your Z energy and drop, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1. So it can become a 3 cost. Active main once per turn. If your leader card is red, choose 1. Play up to 1 mono red battle card from your drop. Choose up to 1 of your mono red battle cards, and that card gains plus 10,000 power and triple attack for the turn. Or choose all of your opponent's leader, battle, and unison cards, ignoring barrier, and those cards get minus 15,000 power for the turn. Gives you something for every situation. For a 3 cost, it's really, really good to have in the deck. And I just think it themes really well. We've got a wish leader. We've got Shenron on the leader. Why wouldn't we have the secret rare in there? Now, for the Floodgate, we've got 3 copies of Topo here. You guys know what this card does. It's pitch a card, and when you play it, and then your opponent has to pitch 2 with every swing. We have 2 copies of the counterplay Sun Gohan. This is such a great promo. Can essentially come down to a 1 cost, which is insane. It's a double strike blocker, and when this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, gets minus 20,000 power for the turn. 4 copies of the Reddit Super Combo, bottom deck, draw 2. 2 copies of After Image to get that neg power as well, because red works really well when you're negging the power of battle cards. And 2 copies of Testing the Opposition, just to help you get down to that sort of 2 life point. It might come in handy if you're sitting at an awkward point of life, or you need that extra line of defense. Testing the Opposition can help you get there. Now, for the Z deck, we have a couple of cards that are actually suited for this, so they designed it to fill the Z deck with these cards. We have the 1 cost Garlic Jr., Child of Evil, Deflect and Barrier, Z stack 2, Red Garlic Jr. with a Z energy cost of 3. So that's for the Z energy of 3. There's a couple of cards there. Permanent, if this card has Indestructible, it gains plus 10,000 power. So it becomes a 15k, and active main for 1 red energy. If your leader card is Red Garlic Jr. and you have 3 or more energy, play up to 1 Red Garlic Jr. with an energy cost of 3 from under this card on top of this in active mode. Something to note is the Indestructible won't carry over. The power should, but I'm not sure that the Indestructible will actually carry over. So that's going to be something to keep in mind when you do activate that Desire card. The 3 costs that plays from under it. So these are your 2 cards here. The 3 costs that plays from under it has Deflect. Permanent, this card has if this card has Indestructible, it gets plus 10,000 power. Auto, if a Garlic Jr. is under this card, when this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, gets minus 20,000 power for the turn. Red loves that neg power. Active main, limit 1 for 1 red energy. If you have a leader that is a Red Garlic Jr., you have 4 or more energy, play up to 1 Red Garlic Jr. with an energy cost of 5 from under this, on top of this card in active mode. So it keeps going up the chain, up to the big guy here, which is Garlic Jr. absorbing all. Has critical. Permanent, if this card has Indestructible, it also gains plus 10,000 power and double strike. So it is a double strike crit if it has Indestructible. Auto, when this card attacks, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards or unison, ignoring barrier, and it gets minus 30,000 power for the turn. And just because we've got 1 extra spot in the Z deck, I don't know how you can go past Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta Rush Attack. You guys know that this card is amazing. Honestly, you could almost run 3 of that in the deck and you'll still be comfortable, because the aggressive power it puts on, it's such a good card. So that's the deck here. We haven't seen a really strong wish leader come out for a long time, but you know, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of the deck. Let me know what you think of the deck profile. Is there something that you would do to improve it? Have you found some spice that will go really well in this deck? Do you think this should be a 60 card deck, or do you think it should run a little bit lower? Have the conversation in the comment section below. We'll join in with you, and we'll keep moving through these deck profiles. We'll get the rest out very soon. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you on the next one.